installed 2 of the Demco ones on the trailer, the silver and the black, the same ones, but just kind of wanted to show. We did like some of the demo already, but just wanted to show in the video the differences and like just how it stands out against your trailer. If you want to match your trailer, not every trailer is going to be the same, so theirs is going to be like this one. But I thought it'd be a good idea to show them both at the same time.
Is it just silver, like a silver powder coat, or is it?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it is smoother. It has a smoother finish than this other one over here. It's kind of got like the black powder coat one's got dimples on it and like a texture. So I don't know if that is a big enough deal for somebody. I mean, it matches this trailer better, but it looks like it got stuffed up a little bit. I thought maybe like the black powder coat one would look better over time because, like, if you scratch it, maybe you see silver underneath there or something like that. And this one you could scratch and still be silver, but you can see kind of some of the marks on top here, so it gets scratched too, just the same.
And how exactly do these go on? They just bolt on?
Yeah, they come down here. We had 4 bolts we dropped around the trailer tongue. You put the tongue between the 2 plates, tighten the nuts down here, and it holds it in place. It fits up to a 4x4, so clearly that's not what this is, but actually it's really sturdy on there, and it's not even, this isn't that big of a trailer tongue. And it's not moving. I'm moving the whole trailer.
Do these in particular fit all bolt patterns?
It fits most of the ones that are going to your trailer tires. I don't know if it fits all of them.
And it just attaches with the 2 bolts that I see.
Yep. Which weirdly, the two bolts are in here, but the nuts are separate. We had to pull those separately, which is weird. I don't know why they wouldn't give you that, but I guess from what Bob told me, it depends on if you have aluminum wheels or steel wheels. You have to get aluminum bolts or steel bolts.
Okay.
So maybe that's why they didn't give them to them. If we look at the silver one over here, I can show you. You loosen up this bolt here in the middle, which allows these to slide. So that would adjust to the different bolt patterns on your tire. You just tighten this back down, and then they won't move.
I was hoping that silver was more galvanized, for like more water applications, but
I think the Demco powder coat is supposed to be really resistant. I mean, if it doesn't ship, it's supposed to have a good salt rating.
Their salt spray rating.
It's like 500.
I don't know if anyone heard the thunder.
Yeah.
You saw that reaction? Like, oh.
I just heard it behind me, but so I think it looks like the black and the silver both have a 500-hour salt spray rating. They do have other finishes, not with their tire carriers. 500 might be the highest salt spray rating though that I've seen from Demco.
I think so. So these are what size? 4-inch trailer tongue?
Yep, 4x4.
Yeah, so I guess it's just going to come down to the application where a customer wants to mount it to. But it looks like most of these should fit most tires.
Yeah, I would think there's probably a pretty high probability that you're going to have a lot of stuff mounted to your A-frame already. So I would imagine that, I don't know for sure how we'll do with the stake pocket mounted ones, but I mean, I think it's nice that it gives you that additional option. Because if you have a toolbox, if you have a jack, if you have, anything else that you're going to put on the tongue itself, why clutter it up with more?
Okay, that's interesting to see because I just, I've never really recognized where the stake pockets would be on a trailer. I just assumed they were on the top bed rail, like they would be in the back of the truck. So
yeah, the trailer stake pockets are a little bit different. Like we have, like the Brophy ones that you can actually weld on.
Right.
So theoretically, you could put them wherever you could actually weld them to. So they could show in different places, but yeah, which is nice. It's convenient.
Yeah, it looks like we got a couple back there too.
More.
And then I guess the tire then would sit, by the time you put that in, I guess like the bottom half of the tire might sit up against the sidewall of the trailer instead of, so I was like picturing it up over the rail.
Kind of in line there.
Yeah, I was just thinking like it would butt up against the sidewall of the trailer.
Yeah.
But on the outside, right? Not on the inside of the trailer?
Yeah.
It'd be the
Run
outside.
up against this part.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be like super high above the trailer.
It didn't
Okay.
look like they were very tall.
Yeah.
You might have talked about this already, and I was looking the parts up at the moment. But so I know you said they'll fit anything between 4-on-4 and 4-on-5.5 bolt pattern. Was it easy to actually mount the tire?
Yeah, once we got the bolts in the right way, I mean, it could have been my error because, I haven't used it all that often, but just getting these in the right spot, and then I would tighten it down. The problem I kept having is I would tighten it all the way down and then throw the tire on there and see, like, this one lines up, but this one doesn't. So then I'd take the tire off, loosen it, try and keep this one in place, move this one ever so slightly so that it lines up with the bolt pattern, and then tighten it down again and try it again. It took me like 3 or 4 tries of doing that before we got it, but I mean, it's probably more my error than being hard for the customer,
Have you done a lot of others? Like, I would think that would still be a lot easier than just the really basic U-bolt.
Yeah, no, I've never done anything like this before.
Okay. But still, overall, pretty easy. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
And these don't fold down or anything, right? They're just static. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't say this is an outrageous cost. I think there are definitely ones out there that you can get for a lot less, but like I'm thinking of some of the really basic U-bolt style ones that are kind of a pain and aren't nearly as sturdy. And then, some of the kind of more middle of the road where you're going to have a bracket in place, but they usually only fit certain bolt patterns. And again, it can be a little bit of a pain to make everything work because you don't have the same kind of adjustability.
All of the Demco options look pretty solid.
Can the U-bolt ones go sideways on the trailer, or do they always have it where like the tire lays on the trailer and the U-bolts come up or down?
Yeah, just exactly that. The U-bolt itself will actually go straight through it.
Right.
Yeah.
Then I guess those take up space then. They're cheaper, but they take up more of your A-frame space because this one has it up and off to the side.
Yeah. Yeah, so this will give you a little bit more adjustability in that sense, too, that you have a little bit more space to play with. And it does look nice. I mean, honestly, it looks pretty nice, too, so.
And it's sturdy. I mean, I'm impressed with that part. It doesn't move or anything. So
Yeah. That's all we got.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
thanks, guys.
Have a good one.
See ya, you too.
Thanks.